We are in London right now. We are at the Bianca Jagger Human Rights Foundation, and Ms. Jagger is sitting next to me. She's the president of this foundation. Thank you so much for this interview, Ms. Jagger. What is happening in Nicaragua right now? You were there just some weeks ago, and the situation is really devastating. What happened to Nicaragua? It used to be one of the safest countries in Central America.
Thank you for having me and in your program. Well, it's true that Nicaragua was one of the safest countries in Central America and perhaps one of the safest countries in Latin America. But what people didn't really know was what was happening in Nicaragua since the election and maybe for quite a few years. Daniel Ortega didn't become a dictator overnight. Daniel Ortega has become a murderous dictator in the last few weeks. This is a brutal, murderous government who is killing the people and who's killing, it must be understood that they are killing an unarmed population. This is a non-violence resistance. And when I was in Nicaragua, I was able to, I marched with people, and during this march on Mother's Day, where there were women, older people, families, hundreds of thousands of people from Nicaragua, on that day he killed 18 people.
Do you think the world is paying enough attention to what is happening right now in Nicaragua?
No, some of the Latin American countries have begun to understand what's happening in Nicaragua. But overall, for example, I think the German media have given much more attention to Nicaragua than, say, the British media. It seems like the British media doesn't really care much about what's happening in Nicaragua. As you know already, this weekend, the death squads together with the police attack the students at the same university I visited while I was in Nicaragua, which is the UNAN, which is the autonomous Nicaraguan university. And where is all the headlines about all the students being attacked and being killed while the people who are attacking them had, just like I saw before, weapons of war, Uzis and AK-47s and other Russian weapons. And the students, all they had were slings and stones, and that's all they had to defend themselves, and making noise and improvise firework that they used to sort of make noise against them. All I can say is that I make an appeal to the European Union, to the German government, to the Austrian government, to the European countries, to speak up. I mean, the United States is using the Magnitsky Act to impose it or to punish some of the people. We hope that they will apply that to Daniel Ortega. What I feel at the moment is that there is a slaughter against the people. Every day a slaughter against innocent people who are unarmed. We cannot allow that to happen. Why are we allowing that to happen? Why is the international community, why is the British press not interested in Nicaragua? Are all children not worth for them to report it?
Clear words from Ms. Jagger. Thank you so much for this interview. That was Ms. Bianca Jagger here from London for DW.